And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right, 97, call man. Black stop. Hey, cross field. Yellow, zoom. Check field.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
52. Red, cycle. Strike, white. Strike, check, strike. Hey, go Fury. Blue, go. Red,
back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Second and 15. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the save. They need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Into the hands of London. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mega. Hey.
In motion comes the tight end left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
Claws red. Black shot.
They'll set up a throw. Robinson's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ultra. Go ultra.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Shot. 17. Red cycle.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Check smash. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Browns drive about to work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Faking the give, now Watson. Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down throw. Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Watson off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Here we go. Blaster, 6. Go 6.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Blaster. Smash. Hey, cross field. Ready.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Throw, 52.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Triple 38. You kill it. Trail green.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Red cycle. White. Blue black.
They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far they're
goal now.
10 cycles.
On play action, they'll throw, eluding the pressure right.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. To the air yet again. Watson. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second down and goal. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it is 28-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
In motion, the tight end. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yellow. Trail green. Check you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Red, yellow. Blue, go. Ball red.
They're going to look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, blue. White. Yellow, blue.
Back to throw now on first down.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Okay, right.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Fight, 97.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Yellow, got blaster, 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London
from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
52. Black Ultra.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
6, 7. Fury, yellow. Zulu, black. Trail, green. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Strike. Check. Strike. Hey, go Fury. Blue striker. Zone red. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go. 10 cycles.
In motion comes the tight end left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Steal, check, steal. Next.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The old blue. Green jack. Strike. Ultra. Set.
Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.